Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay Canan. Back again real soon. And the reason for this is it's really easy, actually. I mean, I just barely dropped the last tutorial. It's like super long tutorial, I know. So whoever watched it, I just want to say thanks. And I really hope you were able to apply some of those techniques, to your own music and make it sound great, man. And so with that being said, with the last tutorial, it was weird. A lot of people hit me up and were like, "Hey, man, can you actually go in and do like a more in-depth tutorial with WavesTune and like how you use it?" And it's only been a day or so, something like that. But like I said before, man, I'm more than happy to do that and to get into it. And obviously because it's something I love to do, and using WavesTune is a pretty cool thing, and you can get a lot from it. And so why not? You know what I mean? Anyways, let's jump into this. I'm gonna try not to drag ass like I did in the last one, even though there's a lot more shit to cover. I'm still not gonna try to drag ass. We'll just try to get more to the point and whatever. So, anyways, without further ado, this is a beat I made maybe like a couple weeks ago, something like that. And after I made it, I was kind of going for like a I don't know what kind of vibe, just like that newer vibe. It's like real chill, real slow, you know what I'm saying? But, kind of hard hitting kicks, kind of like that A.CHAL type of vibe, And so I wanted to do this, and after I finished the beat, I kind of came up with an idea for a hook. So I went in my booth and I tracked it down and, kind of mix it and all that. So it's already mixed and everything. I just wanted to show you what it sounds like, and then we'll go through on how I applied, WavesTune and what I did inside of it to show you, to get it to sound the way it does. So let's listen to it real quick so you guys know what we're doing. The hook ends about here in this area, and then this part right here actually just tried to I'm not really a lyricist, but I just try to kind of come up with a little idea for a verse and how I think it would sound, and or what I think would sound cool and stuff like that. But anyways, let's play it and so you guys can listen to it, and we'll move forward from there. All right, here we go.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh. Yeah, 4:05, she know what I like. She go low to give the top, catch me swerving while I drive. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Putting mileage on the whip, but she got both hands on my dick. Pure excitement for the trip. Don't let the secret leave your lips. Oh no. Hit on the whip and I sit low. Edging my smoke at the window. About to lose my mind through no hole. Plus a bottle full of lit, it's a go-go. Shit, I'm running through these lines like I'm on blow.
All right, so that's the gist. That's the hook pretty much. I kind of know I want to fill this area up here after the this line.
He got both hands on my dick.
It's just kind of empty there, but I'm sure I'll come up with something, for that part. But anyways, so let's break this down. And if you're wondering what these are, this is called a track stack, and it's really cool in Logic. You can kind of just group a certain amount of tracks to keep your timeline a lot cleaner, or your playlist, whatever you want to call this work area. So this is a bounced out version. And you can see if I click on the tracks, there's no audio effects on these. It's just the sends. They're bounce tracks, or in Pro Tools, they would be called committed tracks. So we're just going to close this so I can open up what I actually did, in here. And so if I click on these, you should actually see the plugins that I used. And so we'll go through this right now. And let me unmute these real fast. And let's just play these together, see what's going on here.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh. Yeah, 4:05, she know what I like. She go low to give the top, catch me swerving while I drive. Yeah.
All right, so if you're listening to it, you can kind of see that the same approach was applied as the approach that I mentioned in the last video. You know what I mean? If you followed through it, it's like a 42-minute video, 43-minute video, something like that. But if you follow through it, I use the same type of technique and the thing through here. So if you see all the sends, Valhalla Room, my delay, and then the doubler, and I think I got like a little bit of, let me see, did I apply? No, I guess I didn't. Okay. I was thinking I added the phaser, but apparently I didn't. So anyways, or you know what? I did. Look at I had the stereo out going to bus 7, and then that has I believe it has the phaser on it. Yep, right there, which is audio 5, which should be audio 4. Let me see. Audio 4, I'm sorry, going to bus 7. There it is. All right, so let's break this down. I'm going to take off these just so we can work with I'm going to show you what the raw vocal sounds like first, and we'll go through it like that.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 4:05, she know what I like. She go low to give the top, catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
All right, so you can hear that, especially like this note right here, the last one, it's a little flat.
Yeah.
Or a little sharp, I mean. And same thing with this
drive,
one.
Yeah.
Right? Still a little flat. So we want to just correct kind of things like that. But if you listen to it, like I said, the key is to try to really, don't depend. Here's the thing. You don't want to depend on the tuner to, completely make the melody for you. You want to try to sing it like pretty close as you can.
4:05.
So it's pretty on pitch. Now for this song, this comes down to creativity. I know that I want, if you heard that sound, I apologize. But anyways, so if it's just a, Facebook notification or something like that. Anyways, so for this song, I know that I want it to be pretty tight. Like I want the pitch to be tight and pretty in the center because it's just the vibe of the track. That's just how I want it. So you have to ask yourself what you're going for that type of song, because everything's going to be approached differently, like I said. But if you're doing something like this, then I think it's going to help you. So if I open up WavesTune, we'll just see it's an F sharp natural minor. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete this and I'm going to start over so you can see how I would do it. So where's WavesTune? Boom, there it is. Let's pull it up. Now remember, like I said in the last video, what you want to do is if this hook is supposed to be, multiple times throughout the track. I have them here because I committed the first one and then I copied it, which is another way you can do it. But if you want to just tune them all together, you could move these tracks and place them where they're supposed to be placed exactly first before you start using the tuner. So let's see here. Let me open this back up. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to press play and record the dry vocal inside of WavesTune.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 4:05, she know what I like. She go low to give the top, catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to show you something. Let's say you don't know like what key the song is in, but by ear that you kind of sang it pretty close to what it's supposed to be. A quick way that I kind of look at this is what I'll do is I'll look at the notes. So I see this one, this one, this one, and they're all consistently hitting. I know that this is F, right? So C, D, E, F sharp, right? So I know that I'm consistently hitting the notes on F sharp here. So my first attempt, if I didn't want to go into, song key finder or something like that and try to find the track of the song, if you didn't make the beat or anything like that, what I would do is that would be my first guess. So what I'm going to do is hit select all. Okay. I'm going to go down to F sharp and I'm going to change this to a minor scale, and they all shifted. All right, so that's where we want to be at. It looks pretty good. So let's just, what we're going to do is we'll play it before we touch anything.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 405. She know what I like. She go loaded.
So it sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty close. So what we want to do is we want to tighten this up. So like I said, what I do before is I'll drag this down so we can tighten up the transition. And then what I definitely want to do is I want to lower the speed down so I don't have no speed in the vibrato. And I just want it to be kind of tight for right now. So and I'll drop the speed a little more for the sake of this tutorial and what you can do with it. So let's say we want to, we kind of want it to be noticeable for this track, but at the same time we want it to be smooth, right? So that's what I'm going for here. So let's play this one more time, and I'll do this a little lower. Like I'm just gonna exaggerate everything a little bit. So let's hear it now.
405. My bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh. Yeah. 405.
Okay, so the yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna fix that right there because something's off here, and I think it's this bottom note. So let me see here. Even though it says it's not supposed to be there, something's wrong here. So let's fix this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this note.
Yeah.
There it is right there. So we just fixed that. We just dragged that down like that. Now, it still doesn't sound crazy smooth, right?
Yeah.
So what we can do, we can take this I don't even know what they call this tool, but I just call it like a draw tool. And you get these little crosshairs. And what you can do, what I'll do, number one, we're going to look at two things here to make this sound natural, right? So the yellow line is how my original voice was recorded, right? That's the fall in pitch of my original vocal. The green one is how we changed it. So if I went, for example, here, and I just click this in like this, and I double click to, what you got to do is you click once, drag it to a point, click again, drag it to another point, double click to release the line here. Okay, so let's listen to it now.
Yeah.
So the right? That part's going to be a lot smoother. Now, if I just dropped it down like this, it's a lot sharper. This has to do with the note transition.
Yeah.
We don't want it like that. So we want it kind of close to the original, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good. And this goes the same thing for a lot of, these vocals. So you can see my normal pitch goes up like that. It's got a nice swoop, but we want to keep the line here and we want to just drag up like this. So if you get it started where you see the blocks that are kind of broken up, it'll be a lot smoother. And another thing to look at too is where you're clicking. So for example, where I just clicked here, where is it? Sorry. Oh shit. You could see that this is a little pitchy right here. If you want it really to have this faint line in the middle, you can kind of copy that there if you want it to be real perfect, So let me go back up a little.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. It's like, pretty spot on. So let's keep it going and we'll just keep correcting them like this. This is just like literally what I do, man.
Yeah. 405.
So 405.
40.
So O, it's a little sharp.
40.
Oh, it kind of jumps a little bit.
40.
So we'll just fix that there too. And we could leave this. Like I said, for this, I kind of want it to be a little natural sounding. So, but you can see those blocks jumped up. So
405.
So it sounds a lot smoother there. I do the same thing here.
405. She know what.
You can hear the harshness there, and you can see the original. So it's like a super big change. So what we'll do is we'll just jump it down again.
405. She know what I like. 405. She know what I like.
Now you might want to keep some of them. You know what I mean? You could just steep it just barely. You know what I mean?
405. She know what I like. She go low to give the top.
I notice it pretty heavy. So let's just go back.
405. She know what I like. She go low to give the top. Catch me swerving while I drive. Yeah.
And we'll just do it on drive a little bit. And I'll probably do the fall off here while boom, like this. And okay, see these things here? Sometimes I don't like that. And so I will come across and fix them like this. And then we'll just change this transition here. So let's listen to that real quick.
Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah. Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
And of course, you can definitely hear the last one's not on. So we'll just drop this down.
Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
Cool. But the last one still, the transition isn't as clean. So let's just fix that. We got a lot of different things going on.
Drive, yeah. Drive, yeah.
So here's actually a cool thing. We're gonna talk about this real quick.
Drive, yeah. Drive, yeah.
Let me go back just a tad more.
While I drive, yeah. While I drive, yeah.
So let me just drop this last note here.
While I drive, yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And since this is the last note, let me just correct this just a little bit more.
While I drive, yeah.
So that sounds pretty good. I'm going to leave this one because the note's so quick you don't really notice it, and it kind of keeps a natural transition there. So we'll just leave that there. And then let's see. Everything else sounds pretty good. Let's play from the beginning one more time.
405.
This actually needs to be fixed.
405.
And this too.
405.
And this. And we'll fix one. We'll fix this one too while we're at it.
405. My bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so
the time. So okay, so time sounds a little flat, right?
She won't wait the time.
She won't wait the time. Like it is nothing going on there. So I kind of want to. I don't like that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select just this note by itself, and we're just gonna raise the speed up to where kind of where it was most natural. And I'm just gonna see what happens.
She won't wait the time.
That does not sound good either. So let me figure
She
this out.
won't wait the time.
What it could be is where it's supposed to be like a. See, this is where it comes to figuring it out, and I'm doing it with you right here. So let's see.
She won't wait the time.
Nope. Maybe it started lower. Let me see.
She won't wait the time. She won't wait the time.
Okay, so that's right. Except where the changing is not right, but we know that it's probably going to be somewhere around here. Because see where my note's going up? And I don't like that. So let's, if you can use this arrow right here to back up. So let's start that one more time. We're just going to follow where the transition is and then go over here.
She won't wait the time, so
that sounds better. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's definitely makes a little bit of a difference there.
She won't wait the.
Let me go back.
She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh.
Sounds pretty good, I think.
She gripping on.
And like I said, you can get way more touchy with this, you know what I mean, and spend a lot more time just correcting it exactly how you want. And the outcome will be so much better.
She gripping on my thigh, yeah. 405. She know what I like. She go low to give the.
She go low. Let me just.
She go low to.
Let's just fix this real quick. And then let's just do a little bump there. And then we'll do this outcome. You can even drag it out here and it'll just.
She go low to give the. She go low to give the top. Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
All right, cool. So that sounds good. Now drive. This is going to be interesting. And we'll just try this. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how good it's going to sound, but we'll try this vibrato thing on here. Sometimes you can get a decent thing out of it, but like I said, it's it's fake, so it's not really the best. It's just going to take what you have there and try to do what it can with it. But I like to pre-delay because I don't want the whole note. If I put 0 milliseconds, let's just see what drive sounds like.
Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
Drive, yeah.
Me swerving while I drive, yeah.
I wish you could make this box bigger, but you can't. This sucks. Let me see.
While I drive, yeah.
So it's 2, and we'll do like the depth a little higher, and we'll do a little bit more in here.
While I drive, yeah.
Okay, so that sounds a little bit
While I
better.
drive, yeah.
The only thing is I want to pre-delay because I want drive to kind of hold out for a minute first, and then kind of swoop into that.
While I drive, yeah. While I drive, yeah.
All right, so that's not too bad. And then what I also want to do is I kind of want this to start a little earlier. Whoops, where's my thing at?
While I drive, yeah. While I drive, yeah.
So you can kind of hear while I drive, and then the vibrato kicks in. Now look, you don't have to do this, and this is like the first time in a long time that I've actually used a vibrato in here. But if you listened, if you could kind of notice it in the first one I showed you, like for example, if I close this out, we unsolo this. Let me mute this stack real quick, and if I play the original one, you'll notice it here.
While I drive, yeah. While I drive, yeah.
So it's there. It's not crazy prominent, but to me, it adds a little bit, just a little character in there, even though it's not that noticeable. Because I obviously, like I said, it's fake, and vibrato is hard for me personally, as when I'm singing. So, and I don't really have that much control. So, it just kind of adds when you hide it, a little bit with the reverb and all that kind of stuff. It adds a little bit of a nicer, character.
Swerving while I drive, yeah.
So so if I added the EQ back in,
405.
the de-esser I did before the compressor in this one, and then the compression, and I added a little bit of just a little noise filter just to clean up some of the in my thing, and whatever static in the cables, so just whatever, just to help out.
405. My bitch on my side, she won't wait the time, so she gripping on my
Wait, time?
wait the time,
Did we fix that one? Let me see.
wait the time, wait the
Time.
wait the time.
I kind of want to make this a little sharper. Let me go up just like this.
Wait the time, so wait the time, so she wait the time, so she gripping.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wait the time, so she
I don't know. I'm still not happy with that.
wait the time, so wait the time, so she
We're gonna leave that alone.
wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 405. She know what I like. She go low to give the top. Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
Cool. So that's that, and let's add on the vocals. I mean the bus 7's on. We'll add up all the effects, and we'll see how it sounds.
405. My bitch. 405. My bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 405. She know what I like. She go low to give the top. Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
And we'll do it one more time with the beat.
405. My bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah. 405. She know what I like. She go low to give the top. Catch me swerving while I drive, yeah.
And that's pretty much it. The underlaying vocal is literally just a falsetto type of octave, pitch, higher. And
my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh, yeah.
and obviously you can hear the things a lot. It's a lot more pitchy in this one, a lot more auto-tuney, real squared off, and I wanted it that way for a reason. I like the way, when it's super pitchy behind a main vocal, you don't notice it as much, but when you're listening to it in headphones or whatever like that, you just know that there's something back there, but you can't really tell what it is. And maybe very select parts of like, oh, there's a higher octave in there. And that's the only reason for that effect. And it just kind of makes it a little bit brighter. And at the same time, it makes it sound a little softer and more soothing.
4:05, my bitch on my side. She won't wait the time, so she gripping on my thigh. Yeah, 4:05, she know what I like. She go low to give it time. Catch me swerving while I drive. Yeah.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope this was helpful as well. And I'll be back with you soon. Leave a comment, and a like always helps. And man, if you want to share it, even doper. And you know, if you want to subscribe for more so you don't miss it, I'm sure you'll get like a Gmail, you know, an email saying, you know, hey, upload another video and shit like that. So, you know, all those things are appreciated. And I'll be back again. Let me know what you want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. And you know what I mean, it just bear with me. I'm gonna keep trying to work on the timing thing and try to make things shorter, but I figured this was all right, and you know, it wasn't too crazy, not too much talking. I figured, like, you know, we got it as a, you know, a decent description anyway. So I'll be back again soon, and like I said, stay grinding, and we'll be back. All right, peace.